Where is Nnamdi Kanu's 50 million naira donation? Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, is a man that knows his onions. He is well versed in the use of media to achieve his aim. From time to time, he severally told his members that Biafra independence from Nigeria had received the support of many world leaders with its declaration as a sovereign nation. Only a matter of time. That has never happened. He went a step further to inform them that even the Pope had described Biafra as the will of God, and that the United Nations in turn was set to declare Biafra an independent state in 2020 should Buhari refuse to organize a referendum for their secession. It did not stop at that because Nnamdi Kanu, through the instrumentality of media propaganda, continued to dish out unrealistic promises to his members that the World Bank was preparing their national currency, which would in turn give birth to their central bank, and that their national airline was already in place. All these were received with cheers by his gullible followers. Eventually, Nnamdi Kanu fled Nigeria during Operation Python Dance in September 2017, and till now, none of those things have come to reality. And surprisingly, his supporters are still believing him. While the world is still waiting for the realization of Biafra, the COVID-19 pandemic started ravaging the world. World leaders started making efforts to contain this dreaded disease. In Nigeria, many well-meaning individuals and corporate organizations started making cash donations, medical supplies, and relief items to help fight and stop the spread of this scourge. Nnamdi Kanu, in his characteristic propagandist manner, announced that IPOP was going to make a donation of 50 million to states in Biafra land to fight COVID-19 pandemic. He said that parts of the fund will be used to ensure that some hospitals located at strategic centers in the Southeast Zone are equipped to tackle the scourge. His members hailed him as usual. In that broadcast on Radio Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu said, "We never knew that the virus is coming. We have commitment all over the world. We are committing initial 50 million to make sure we educate and prepare our people for what is to come. Another 300 million will be budgeted to fight the disease, but the initial 50 million will be made available for the payment of doctors and nurses that will be hired to do the work. We will establish one hospital in every state of Biafra, including Edo State. We are going to open a food store for the people. If you are to confine the people at home, you must make sure they do not die of hunger." How possible is the propaganda? Is it true the same Nigerian government that he accused severally that he is going to make the donation? No sane person will believe this media hoax. It might interest you to know that just like many of his unrealistic propaganda, Nnamdi Kanu has not released even a penny to any of those unnamed hospitals in his broadcast, and his supporters are celebrating these lies. After, after, as if that was not enough, Nnamdi Kanu went on his Facebook page and made a spurious and unverifiable claim about Chinese doctors that came to help the Nigerian government. He claimed that any person or group of persons that are injected with whatever substance the Chinese brought with them. The question is, why would Nnamdi Kanu be spreading falsehood at the time that the whole world is battling with this dangerous pandemic called COVID-19, since he cannot fulfill his promise of 50 million to his Biafran brothers and sisters? Why can't he allow the people who are ready to help? He should have known by now that he has lost his value globally, and people are already tired of his antics. It is time to ask Nnamdi Kanu, where is the money? Thank you for listening to this news. Viewers, I will say that no one has a right to question Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's for any money. Who is he or she to ask such a question? This is a willing donation. And when he decides to release it, and when he decides not to release it, is none of anyone's business. He should be able to release it when he feels it's convenient. I think one of the reasons why he has not released this is because of precautionary motives that he's trying to observe. You see, money of this kind cannot or should not be released in the hand or account of just anyhow person. You know that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is someone that when want to do something, he decide to do it in a way that it will go straight. It will have a straight effect to the people he want to do it for, or the people he want to say whatever he want to say to. So he's trying to be careful in order not to release it on the wrong hands. So pending when that fund is released, I would like us to remain calm and retreat that question, because the money is not your money, and 50 million naira is not a little money. So for someone or one person to decide to release such amount, I think that person should be given some time. He should be given some time because it's coming from his purse. Nigerians, we should not give Nigerians that room to talk much. We should not give Nigerian propagandas. We should not give Nigerian Nigerian doctors or those Nigerian pastors who release their own fund at at or through the wrong hands, instead of them to locate the fund directly to their members, they transferred it straight to the federal government, who in return are now using it for their own personal self. So Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is trying to be careful. That is my own observation. So why don't we just remain calm, relax, and see how all of these promises will be kept. So your observations are also very important. Don't forget to leave them behind. Click on the subscription buttons as well as bell button to receive more updates